awareness of our continuing dependency upon nature in meeting our daily needs. Like all of nature, we interact with all of nature in the ways we eat, breathe, drink, and excrete, and in the other myriad ways in which we meet our needs and demands. We have great ingenuity in manipulating the natural world to meet our demands, from agricultural and industrial production to river engineering, forestry, construction, energy harvesting, and in so many other ways. To some extent, we're not alone in this, as many other creatures manipulate natural systems to promote their own ends. For example, beavers in Europe and North America dam rivers and divert flows for protection and to increase feeding opportunities. African elephants push down trees to maintain open grazing sward in savanna and forest fringes. Ants herd and protect aphids to benefit from their secretions of honeydew, tapped from the sugars in the veins of plants. And parasites of all types exploit other organisms as sources of nutrition, protection, transport, and transmission. Indeed, it is the collective action of all living things that maintains the atmosphere, which recycles gases and distributes spores and chemical signals, and which shields us from damaging radiation from space, thereby making the continuation of life possible on this small blue sphere, cartwheeling through the dark void of space. Like all of nature, we are indivisibly connected, down to the finest organelles and biochemicals in each of the cells of our bodies, with all of the nature with which we co-evolved. We too manipulate natural systems to promote our own advantage. However, the sheer range and scale of humanity's capacity to manipulate ecosystems for our own ends has no parallels elsewhere in nature. We have replumbed water flows across entire subcontinents to serve burgeoning cities and thirsty farming and industrial activities. We have appropriated the productive capacities of some 24% of the land surface of this planet for our own exclusive use, sweeping away the complex habitats and ecosystems that have evolved there over millions of years, along with the diversity of benefits they confer in terms of stabilizing the climate, recycling and regenerating energy and matter, buffering and purifying water, supporting wildlife of inherent and also recreational and aesthetic value, amongst a host of other natural processes. We have tamed and selectively bred some animals for food, muscle power, decoration, protection, or companionship. At the same time, mushrooming human numbers and our associated demands for resources have driven other creatures that may be potential predators, pests, or competitors to scarcity or extinction. We have also been merciless with organisms that could be a source or vector of human, stock, or crop diseases, using control methods often with a far wider footprint of ecological damage. We have, in short, profoundly changed the face of the Earth, its waters, the stability of its climate system, and the balance and nature of its ecosystems. However, this book is not about environmental crisis or its solutions. See various of my other books for those studies of environmentalist existentialism. Instead, it is about celebration. You see, those everyday technological miracles, so familiar to us, yet which would spin the head of someone from another era of history, in no way dissociate us from our fundamentally biological roots. All of those familiar technologies are, in one way or another, merely ingenious ways to channel the benefits of cooling river flows, natural energy, and nature's nutritious and remedial qualities to support and ease our emancipated modern lifestyles. But nature is still always there, supplying the goods and taking out the trash as far as its capacities allow, however remotely connected to it we are by sophisticated chains of technology, which themselves are made from and powered by nature's materials and flows. Apart from our biological nature, it is also in the nature of humanity to innovate and learn. This is nowhere more manifest than in the technological wonders of modern life, from the everyday bar of soap to the loaf of bread that we take so much for granted, as indeed in the life support systems of the International Space Station. Sadly, and with major consequences, it has also become part of the nature of modern society to forget our inherent and indivisible rootedness in the natural world, and that our technical prowess in